What is up, everybody? It's BMax Bracketology, and I am back continuing the series of predicting every single college basketball conference winner. And today I'm doing the Big Sky. They've recently changed it to Starch Madness because it is in Idaho, so that's really cool. It's in Boise, so it's a really cool name. Do I think it's a cool name? Yeah. Do I think it's a little dumb? Maybe a little, but hey, it's fun. It's March. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm all for it. Other people aren't for it, but you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Just exposing the brand a little bit. It's Starch Madness, so let's get into it. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to get this video out in time. I was very sick all day yesterday, so I really couldn't get this one out. But I did fill out the bracket. I just couldn't get the video done in time. I filled out the first couple games before, and then I was trying to watch some basketball games. I'm a big Notre Dame fan. I was watching the end of that one. That was a crazy game in 4 overtimes. So I'm sorry about that. And all right, let's just get into the games real quick. So the 9 seed Weber State did end up defeating the 10 seed Sacramento. I had Weber State winning this one. I like the ability that they have offensively, and Sacramento State just doesn't really do anything well. There's nothing really that pops out on the page for me. Just not real dynamic. Not any real good scores on the floor. Jacob Holt's all right. The rest of their team's just not very good, and I genuinely do like Blaze Threat. He's been a very, very good. He's been a threat. All right, don't make fun of me. He's been a pretty good threat for them this year. I like him a lot, so I'm gonna roll with Weber State. And then in the 7 versus 8 matchup, I forgot to even talk about the bracket. It's so dumb how the 9 plays the 10 and the 7 plays the 8, but whatever. So the next matchup, we got the 7 seed Northern Arizona versus the 8 seed Eastern Washington. I had Northern Arizona winning. Eastern Washington, I saw them play against Montana a couple nights ago. Wasn't really impressed. They played pretty good. Andrew Cook, like him a lot. But this Northern Arizona team's led by Trent McLaughlin. He's a stud. He does it all for them, and they just rebound the ball. They rebound the ball very well. Eastern Washington doesn't really get after the glass, so I'm going to roll with Northern Arizona in this one. And then the first quarterfinal matchup, this is where the bracket is on Sunday, March 9th. This is the morning of, so this is when it's actually completely updated. We got the 1 seed Northern Colorado versus the 9 seed Weber State. I think Weber State's run just ends here. Northern Colorado is so talented. They got so many guys who can kill you. They're very, very deep. They're a very, very good defensive rebounding team. Don't allow teams to get a lot of offensive rebounds, which is good. They take care of the ball. Very, very good fundamentally. Deep rotation. Give me Northern Colorado to win this one. Then the 4 and 5 matchup, we got the 4 seed Idaho State versus the 5 seed Montana State. Montana State is very, very good defensively. They force a lot of turnovers. I think they're the best in the conference at limiting shots. They are very, very good at that, and they make teams shoot bad as a percentage. These two teams, I believe, did split the series earlier in the year. If you guys don't know who Dylan Darling is for Idaho State, you might want to get to know him. Dude is an absolute stud. Statistically, he's been the best player in the conference since conference play. He is their whole offense. They run through him. They didn't really stop him either one of the games, and he's a very, very good shooter. Montana State focuses themselves on defense, but I don't think Dylan Darling's going to go out without a fight. I'm going to go with Idaho State to win this one. And then in the 2 versus 7, we got Montana versus the 7 seed Northern Illinois. Montana, I love this team a lot. They're very, very physical. They play a kind of brand of basketball. They take care of the ball very well. The one thing about Montana is they don't grab a lot of offensive rebounds, and they're okay at defensive rebounds, but Northern Arizona loves to crash the boards. They are a second chance opportunity team. Carson Tout is the best rebounder in this conference. He just loves to get after it. I like this Northern Arizona team a lot. They don't turn the ball over. All their guards are very efficient. Trent McLaughlin already talked about him. I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go with the 7 seed Northern Arizona to defeat the 2 seed Montana. Montana just doesn't have the dynamic scoring that they have. Money Williams is great, but I just don't think that they can keep up with Northern Arizona's offense. So Northern Arizona moving on. And then the 3 versus 6 match, we got Portland State versus the 6 seed Idaho. Idaho, they are a very, very good they are a good, generally good 3-point shooting team, but Portland State is a very, very tough team. They're physical. They turn teams over. They get a lot of rebounds. They like to limit teams' possessions. They're going to drag this one out. Portland State doesn't really have that go-to guy. They got a lot of guys who can score, pretty deep. I like this Portland State team. I'm going to roll with the Vikings to move on in this one. 3-seed Portland State moving on. And then the first semifinal matchup, we got the 1-seed Northern Colorado versus the 4-seed Idaho State. Already talked about Dylan Darling a little bit. The one aspect that I don't like Idaho State in is that they do not take care of the ball very well. They just don't really. They don't really stand out to me outside of Dylan Darling. He's kind of their whole team. I just think Northern Colorado is way deeper. They're way better. I'm going to roll with the 1-seed Northern Colorado to go to the championship game. And then the next semifinal match, we got the 7-seed Northern Arizona versus the 3-seed Portland State. Once again, I already talked about Portland State. Very, very physical team. Love to force turnovers. They are a pretty solid rebounding team. But Northern Illinois, jeez, I'm losing it. And it's only freaking 9 a.m. The 7-seed Northern Arizona, they do not turn the ball over. They're very, very efficient in that. They grab a lot of rebounds. And, neither one of these teams really shoot the ball well, but I like Northern Arizona's offense a little bit more. I think they're going to come up clutch. Trent McLaughlin's going to hit some big shots. I'm going to go with the 7-seed Northern Arizona to go all the way to the championship game. And then we got the 1-seed Northern Colorado versus the 7-seed Northern Arizona. We got a little Cinderella here, 7-seed. Against the 1-seed. So, Northern Colorado, I haven't really gotten deep into them yet. They are a very, very good team. They are led by Isaiah Hawthorne, very, very solid player. I like Jaron really a lot. He's a really good rebounder. He feeds the offense. He's their point guard. He's just very, very efficient. Doesn't turn the ball over. Very, very good guard. But Northern Arizona doesn't turn the ball over either. Their guards are very good. I think this game is going to come down to whose offense can show up, because both these defenses are very, very similar. And I'm going to go with the 7-seed Northern Arizona to go into Boise and win the Big Sky tournament. Trent McLaughlin is one of the best players in the country. You got to watch out for him. This dude is an absolute stud. He can shoot the three, he can get to the rim, and he knows how to score. It is just that simple, guys. And Carson Tout is the best rebounder in this conference. Very, very good. 12.5 rebounds a game, which is just insane. And then Jaden Jackson, he averages 12.4, or Tout averages 13.4. So he capitalizes on those offensive rebounds. Then we got Jaden Jackson. He is a very, very efficient player. Grabs a decent amount of rebounds. Dishes them out. Very good passer. McLaughlin, Tout, and Jackson all average 3.5 assists, so they kind of share it within each other. And then we got Diego Campisano. I really like this guy's game. He can really stretch it out and shoot the ball. 6'5", very, very solid. He's the kind of guy that he could slide under the radar for teams. Averages 7 points a game. You kind of got to watch out for him, because you're going to focus so much on McLaughlin that Tout, Jackson, and Campisano can kill you. So I'm going to roll with the 7-seed Northern Arizona. I know it's a little crazy. I've made some crazy picks already, but this is the one that I really, really feel that could really happen. I love this Northern Arizona team. They've made a run a couple years ago with Jalen Cone. I can't remember the last time they've made the NCAA tournament. I'll look it up right now. This team I think they are very, very underrated. They did go 0-6 against all the teams they're playing, so, maybe that's a little bit of luck factor, or maybe that's just a little bit of maybe I'm just completely going to be wrong about them. But, this team, I really like this team. They're built well. They got their star. They got their rebounder. They got their point guard. They don't turn the ball over. And that's what you like to see out of teams that want to make a March run. The last time they made the NCAA tournament was in 2000. So this would be 25 years if they were able to win this one. Shane Burkar has done an excellent job at NAU. So I'm going to roll with NAU in this one, Northern Arizona. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that I couldn't get this one out in time. It's really unfortunate. I just got a little sick. Could barely get my head off the pillow. Really sorry for that. And I want to give some shout-outs to some subscribers recently. Sly Knight, thank you for subscribing. KTA Blessed. He's been in the comments. I really appreciate him. This is the reason why I do it. It's just so I can get some recognition, and so I can make some impact on people that actually want to talk real college basketball. So thank you guys so much for watching. BMAX Bracketology out. God bless everyone.